teachers! So, welcome back to my vlog! So, ngayon, pag-uusapan natin kung ano-ano ba yung mga requirements na kailangan para makapag-apply ka, makapagturo ka dito sa Amerika. So, before that, may dalawang uri or two types of visas na ina-applyan ngayon, na ginagamit ngayon or ina-applyan ng mga teachers. We have J1 visa and H1B visa. So yung J1 visa, it is like a cultural exchange teacher visa. Yung H1B visa naman, ito yung employment visa. So, in my case, I have H1B visa. So, employment visa yung akin. So, mag-focus tayo sa H1B because I am an H1B teacher. So, what are the requirements?
So, ito yung mga requirements na kailangan mo para makapag-apply ka to different schools here in the United States. Number 1, we have resume. So, anong yung nasa resume? We have your basic information. So we have your basic information such as your name, your current address in the Philippines, your contact number, your mobile phone. Yung email mo is very important, as well as your Skype if possible, or any contacts na kailangan mong i-input. Then your educational attainment, you will start with your latest education. For example, you have your master's degree, you just graduated your doctor's degree, so kailangan yun yung unang i-input mo. Or your bachelor's degree kung yun yung pinaka-latest na. Then your teaching experience, kailangan na, so far sa mga nakikita ko, kailangan na you are currently teaching. So, yun yung unang i-input mo. So, your teaching experience include the school's name or district name and your employer and your employer's contact email or contact number in the Philippines at ilang years ka na, which is very important, at yung iba't ibang past teaching experiences mo din, kailangan mo siyang i-input. Now, your references is also very important because iko-contact talaga ng school or ng school district yung mga nilagay mo sa references. So, sa references, you should have 2 colleagues or co-teachers and 1 supervisor or 1 principal. So, kailangan mo silang, kumbaga, i-inform na mag-i-email yung district so that they will respond to the email of the district na ina-applyan mo. So usually yung nasa email na nilalagay or ini-email ng US school sa kanila, kumbaga magre-rate yung co-teachers mo o yung principals mo sa'yo. What kind of teacher you are, about your work, about your teaching ethics. So, i-rate nila yun from 1 to 5 or excellent or poor. So, kailangan talaga na i-inform mo muna yung mga nakalagay mo sa references. Then we go to your application letter. Yung application letter naman, ito yung unang makikita ng a-applyan mong district or school. So, kailangan gandahan mo yung pagkagawa. So, dito sa application letter mo, it is your intent to what position you will apply. So, i-include mo dito yung mga experiences mo, ilang years ka na, your educational background. Talagang, kumbaga, gandahan mo talaga. Kasi, binibenta mo yung sarili mo sa a-applyan mong school or school district. Now, let's go to your recommendation letter or reference letter. So, may 3 reference letter na ihahanda ka. So, 2 co-teachers na reference mo, tsaka isang supervisor or isang principal. Kailangan, sa loob ng reference letter, isasuggest nila na magaling ka talagang magturo, mga positive feedbacks about you. And most importantly, kailangan andyan sa reference letter yung mga email address nila or mga contacts nila dito sa Philippines because the district or the school district here in the US will really email them. So talagang i-email nila yung mga references mo at kailangan nilang mag-respond before ka ma-proceed sa next step of your application. Next, we have your FCE or your transcript of records should be ipa-FCE mo. So, may dalawang popular na FCE companies na ginagamit ngayon ng mga teachers while nag-apply sila dito sa US. We have Spantran and WES. For my situation, I use Spantran because mas cheaper siya. During my application, mga around 11,000 yung nagastos ko for my FCE. So, why FCE is really important? Dahil kailangang malaman ng a-applyan mong district na yung mga courses mo sa Philippines are equivalent to the courses here in the United States. Then we have your diploma, of course, your latest diploma. If you graduated from master's or your doctor's degree, kailangan mo siyang i-include or i-prepare then. Lastly, we have your teaching license. So, yung teaching license mo dyan sa Philippines, the PRC license, kailangan mo din siyang i-prepare. Mag-secure ka ng copy or may mga teaching license dito sa Amerika na pwede mong ma-access dyan sa Philippines like Illinois certification. So, may teaching license ka na, just access the Illinois State Department of Education nila. So, andoon kung paano mo makukuha yung teaching license. Parang magbabayad ka lang ng 3,000 plus or 4,000 in my case. So, meron din akong certification or teaching license.
So, kailangan mo talagang i-prepare yung mga requirements para pag nag-apply ka sa mga school districts, sa school websites, tuloy-tuloy yung application mo. Okay? So, I have also some questions ng mga teachers, mga friends ko. So, they are asking if kailangan ba talagang may teaching experience yung mga mag-a-apply na teachers dito. Yes, kailangan talagang may teaching experience. Yung may 2 years na teaching experience usually na nire-require ng mga school. May mga schools naman or school district na 3 years yung nire-require nila. So, depende kung saang school district ka mag-a-apply. And another question is, need ba talagang magpa-FCE or foreign credential evaluations before ka makapag-apply? Well, sa mga na-experience ko, sa mga narinig ko from my other colleagues in here, may teacher na hindi muna siya nagpa-FCE at na-hire siya. So, depende sa school district pag in-need talaga sila ng teacher. So, pag nakita nila na qualified ka naman, then, or pag nakita nila na need talaga yung, yung major mo, so, kukunin ka nila. Usually talaga nagpapa-FCE para tuloy-tuloy na. Pero may mga iba din na tinatanggap ding wala pang FCE. Pero later on, nagpapa-FCE sila. Now, my question din, need ba na may PRC license or teaching license before ka makapag-apply dito? May mga teachers na nandito sa schools namin na walang teaching license. I mean, hindi pa sila pumasa sa PRC sa Philippines, but na-hired sila dito. So, depende talaga yan sa school at depende sa school website na a-applyan mo. Pero, during my time, because madami akong in-applyang school district, may requirement talaga na i-upload mo yung PRC license mo or yung teaching license mo. Kung license ka ba talaga na teacher. Okay? So, just try. Kung hindi ka pa nakapasa ng exam or wala kang teaching license, just try. Kasi may mga school districts na nag-hire kahit hindi ka certified or hindi ka licensed teacher. As long as may experience ka. madami nang nag-apply ngayon ng mga teachers and they are saying na wala nang siguro konti na lang yung na-hire kasi madami nang nag-apply, madami nang mga kakompetensya. Well, put it this way, ang laki-laki ng US po. So kung kahit nga isa-size mo yung Philippines sa US, talagang kulang na kulang ang Philippines. Ang liit lang, di ba? So imagine that every states in America, they are in need of teachers. There is a shortage of teachers. So, kailangan mo lang talagang magpursige. Magpursige sa pag-apply sa mga school districts. So, you have to, wag ka mawala ng pag-asa. And another one, during my embassy interview, ang dami kong nakasabayang teachers na they are under an agency. So, yung agency, yung naghahanap sa kanila ng mga school districts. Well, ako na-hire po ako na walang agency. So, tuturuan ko po kayong maghanap ng mga school districts na di nyo na kailangan gumastos ng milyon-milyon or $500,000 para lang ma-hire. Okay? So, may mga school districts na direct hiring. Ang dami-dami actually. So, in my next video, I will teach you how to apply to different school districts na walang agency, kung paano ko siya ginawa. But for now, please complete all the requirements para tuloy-tuloy po tayo sa pag-a-apply. Good luck, teachers, and I'm really hoping na makukuha niyo yung job order na you deserve. See you in my next video. So, ano nga ba yun?